If you have unallocated space but Windows won't let you extend your C drive, it's likely because a recovery partition is blocking it. Let me show you exactly what that looks like and how to fix it. All right, guys, so we're going to start on our Windows 11 desktop here. We're simply going to right click on our start menu and let's click disk management. All right, guys, once we're inside of disk management, so we can actually see the problem right in front of us. We have our C drive, which is consuming around 70 gigabytes of storage. Between our unallocated space of 10 gigabytes here, which we're trying to use, we have our healthy recovery partition. So if I right click and want to extend the volume, I'm currently unable to do so. And this is our issue. So the problem is that Windows can only extend a partition into unallocated space if it is directly to the right. And because this recovery partition is sitting in between, the extend volume gets grayed out. So the first thing we want to do is check that Windows recovery environment is enabled, and then we want to see where is it being stored. So we can do this by opening our command prompt. So we'll hit the Windows Start menu on our keyboard. Let's type CMD and we'll click Run as Administrator. Select Yes on this pop-up. We're going to type the command reagency /info, just like that. We'll press Enter. Now we want to temporarily disable the Windows recovery environment, and we can do that by removing and recreating the recovery partition, which is fairly simple to do. We're going to start by typing the same command followed by disable. So reagency /disable. We'll press Enter. Okay, the operation was successful. If we want to verify that, we can type reagency /info, and we can see it's disabled in the status. So we can move on to the next step. We're going to type the DiskPart command. We'll press Enter. Now that we're in DiskPart, let's type list space disk. Okay, this is showing us our disk 0, of which we have 80 gigabytes and 10 of which are unallocated or free. So let's go ahead and select disk 0. Simply type select disk 0 and press Enter. And that is now the selected disk. Finally, let's type list partition. All right, so now we have multiple partitions. The recovery partitions are often around a gigabyte, sometimes more, and they usually show as recovery, which we can see as partition number 4. We can see that it's about 730 megabytes, a little under a gigabyte. Now let's type select partition 4. We can see that that is now the selected partition, and we're going to type detail partition. Okay, and then we're going to want to copy this information, and I'm just going to store it in Notepad temporarily as we're going to use this later to recreate our recovery partition. So I just selected that, and I did Control-C on my keyboard to copy it. Now I'm simply going to bring up and open the Notepad, and I'll paste. Basically, we're going to need the type and the attributes, which are here, but I just went ahead and copied all of the information that it gave us from that command. Okay, now this is the key step. Do make sure that you selected the recovery partition and not your main partition before proceeding with that. And as always, we would recommend backing up any sensitive data before attempting anything like this. We're going to type in now delete partition override, and we'll press Enter. Okay, so we're done with the command prompt for now. I'm simply going to minimize that, and I'm going to go back into our disk management. Now, if I right click into the C drive space, we can actually see extend volume is no longer grayed out. All right, so I'll press extend volume. And this brings us to the extend volume wizard. From here, I'll press next. We're going to use disk 0. I want to use the maximum available space in megabytes, which is automatically selected. So I'll press next. I'll press finish. And as we can see, that brought our C drive total space up to about that 80 gigabyte mark, which is using the previously unallocated 10 gigabytes of free space. Now, we're not done quite yet. We do actually need to reinstate our recovery partition, which is very important. All right, we're going to go back into command prompt, and we're still in DiskPart. If you want, you could actually just start a new window, which I'll go ahead and do that. Run as administrator again, and select yes on the pop-up. Enter DiskPart. And now that we're in DiskPart, we want to again select disk number 0. Again, we want to list partition. And now we can only see 1 through 3 because we deleted 4. So what we want to do now is we want to create a partition. And we can do that by typing create partition primary size equals, and we're going to do 1 gigabyte in megabytes, which is 1024 megabytes. Let's press Enter. Okay, so we're getting an error here. I'm going to try to create the partition without specifying a size. It succeeded in creating the specified partition. Now we want to format this partition. So I'm going to type format. Then I'm going to type quick. I'm going to type fs equals ntfs. Then I'm going to go ahead and type label equals. Here we'll insert a quotations. We'll type recovery, close quote, and I'll press Enter. Okay, guys, so I made a mistake. I'm going to back up a little bit. The problem that I have right now is that I extended the volume using all of the available space of this partition 3, which is the C drive. I use all the available 10 gigabytes of unallocated space, and I'm now running into the error that no usable free extent could be found. So what do I need to do? I just need to shrink the volume to give myself enough space to create the partition 4, which is our recovery partition. So what you could do is go back a step. Instead of extending your volume by all of the available space, leave yourself about 2 gigabytes, or we simply just shrink the volume. It's going to query the volume for available shrinking space, and I'm just going to shrink it by 2 gigabytes. I'll enter 2048. I'll press shrink. Okay, let's go back into command prompt, and I'm going to restart here. So cmd run as administrator. And let's try this again. So we'll type DiskPart. Let's type list disk. Let's type select disk 0. We're going to try to create the primary partition once again. Create partition primary size equals 1024, which again is 1 gigabyte in megabytes. And now it's succeeded in creating the specified partition. So if you guys ran into that error, my mistake for not catching that ahead of time, but it's an easy fix. We just need to make sure that there's enough space in the volume for us to actually create this. Okay, next up, we're going to format the partition. Let's type format quick fs equals ntfs. Then we'll type label equals, let's enter quotation, and we'll type recovery, close quotation. We'll press enter. DiskPart successfully formatted the volume. The last thing we want to do is temporarily assign a drive letter so that Windows can easily point back to it. Let's type assign letter equals R, press enter. All right, and it successfully assigned the drive letter. Okay, we're still in DiskPart. Now we want to set ID and GPT attributes. That's the information we saved earlier in our notes. Let's type in list partition, and let's type in select partition 4. Once we've done that, we're going to type set space ID equals. Here we'll go back to our notepad. We're going to copy the entire character chain after the word type. So we want this here. We're going to copy that. We're going to paste it directly after ID and press enter. Okay, and it's telling us that we actually needed to use the override parameter again. So I'm going to re-enter the command followed by override at the end. Okay, now it successfully set the partition ID. Now let's type in GPT attributes. Back in our notepad, we're going to copy the text next to attributes. So we'll paste that, Control V, I'll press enter. And it successfully assigned the attributes to the selected GPT partition, which is exactly what we want to see. All right, guys, so we've created our recovery partition, which now going back into disk management, we can actually see that right here. So we're pretty much good to go. However, if we go into our file explorer and we go to this PC, we can see the recovery drive letter in our file explorer. So in order to remove that, we're just going to enter our command prompt one more time. Again, run this as administrator. And again, we're going to enter DiskPart. Now this time we're going to type list space volume. We're going to type select volume R. Volume 3 or volume R is now selected. Then we're going to type remove letter equals R, and we'll press enter. Successfully remove the drive letter, which we can now see that being reflected in our file explorer. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. If you have any questions about any of the steps that we went over, feel free to let us know in the comments below, and we'll get back with you as soon as we can. If you're interested in purchasing Microsoft Office, Windows 10, Windows 11, remote desktop licenses, or a wide variety of other Microsoft software at a great price, be sure to check out Indigo software. We'll have all the links in the description box below. As our channel continues to grow, we're constantly looking for new video topic ideas. If you have any suggestions of your own, we'd love to know what those are. Most viewer commented video requests get made into actual videos on our channel. Lastly, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated as it helps to support the channel. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys next time.